Hey, good morning. I wanted to do a video. It doesn't have anything to do with my hair. It has to do with my my life, my marriage, and just something I wanted to get off my chest and put out there. And hopefully, if anybody, a younger person, is listening to this, it'll help them, because I'm kind of stuck in traffic. But I've been with the same person for 17 years. I'm 46, but I've been with this person for 17 years. I wasn't young when I got with him. You know, I wasn't real young. I was 29, 30. And I didn't realize until recently, really, that he was controlling, and he does it in such a slick way that I didn't even realize it. Like, for example, like, I don't know, it was controlling to the point where if he came home and I was just sitting down doing nothing, looking at TV, sometimes I'd get up and start like acting like I'm doing something for no reason at all. And I just didn't realize it. And when I did get with this guy, I had gone through a divorce. Now, my first husband, we got married twice. But when I got with this guy, I was like, I'm never getting married again. I'm never getting married again. And so we had been together for like 3 years, and we were in Kansas, and I was coming home to Virginia to visit my family. He was like, and he knew I didn't want to be married. He knew it. But so he tells me, well, if you don't marry me, I'm not going home with you to visit your family, to meet your family. And me being silly, or I don't want to say brainwashed, but me being silly was like, okay, I'll do it. So I married this guy, and 13 years later, I mean, the whole time I've been, not the entire time, so I don't want to exaggerate, but the majority of the time I have been just unhappy. But my youngest son, my oldest son not so much, but my youngest son loved him, still loves him to this day. And now my youngest son he's about to be 20 in January, but he loved him, and I know that I stayed with him because of my son. I just want to let young women out there know that do not do anything that you don't want to do. Do not marry anybody. Do not date anybody. Don't stay with somebody because of your children. Do not do it. You're going to be miserable. I'm miserable. Yesterday, I paid my entire retainer for my attorney. I'm so happy. I feel so relieved. We are still in the same house, but we haven't done anything with each other since July, because that's when I said I had enough. I couldn't take it no more. I had just had enough. But after I paid all that money, I didn't want to do it, and I paid on my credit card. I was like, because I'm a saver, and I don't like to do anything on a credit card, but I was just so tired and so exhausted. So I just went ahead and put it on my credit card. And the amount of relief that I felt inside my soul was amazing. And I know he's gonna make this difficult. Well, when I first told him in July that I wanted a divorce and we were officially separated, he gets to hollering and screaming, talking about he wants half of everything, including my business. Y'all know my business is extremely small. It's an extremely small business. All I do is go out to farmers markets on Saturday and sell my stuff. I have a few online sales. And I was like, nah, I said, if you want to do that, then I'm going to fight you back, because that business I built it. I built that business. I've done everything in that business. I make the products. I do all that. So eventually he backed off from that. So he just said he wanted half of everything, which is fine. I want this shit done. So I don't care if he wants half. If giving you half will get rid of you, then that's all I need. So I'll probably update you guys again, but this was just heavy on my heart that, you know, young women, please think about yourself. I love my children. I love my children to death. But if I would have did this again, I probably would have stayed, but not this long. I would have stayed, but not this long. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. Your children grow up. And see, I'm at this point where both of my children are pretty much grown up and out of the house, but I'm still dealing with this dude. And it's like, okay, what I do now? You know what I mean? So, I mean, my youngest, he comes home, you know, on school breaks. And then the oldest has gone ahead and moved down to Georgia. And then my husband's son, he's in Utah, but his sister raised him, so it's not like we had a great bond. But young ladies, if there's any young ladies listening, do not settle. Do not settle. Do not settle. Be your own woman. Don't let anybody talk you into anything. If you find yourself rebelling, because that's what I would do, I would rebel. And I wouldn't know why I would be so angry with him. Now I know why I was so angry with him, because he was controlling me in an undercover way. And if I told him he was controlling me, he'd be like, no, I wasn't. Use the one, blah, blah, blah. Want to argue. Now I know I'm done, because I'm so tired. I don't even feel like arguing. I don't feel like arguing for a long time. So he knows I'm not playing. But don't settle. Do what you want to do. Sometimes I know you want to do what your heart says do, but don't do that. Do what your mind says do. Do what your mind is telling you to do. Use logic. The heart is great, but if the person is not good, just follow your gut. Follow logic. Because if this person is being sneaky and sly, like for example, man, I don't know why I didn't pick up this stuff, but now I see. Like in the beginning, I didn't meet his family. Hell, until after we got married. I didn't meet his family. Initially when we first got together, he wouldn't take me to his house. Come to find out later, the dude he was married. Like, I was so just naive. I have to say, because I was away from my family. I was living out in Kansas. I was by myself. I had went through the divorce with my first husband, so I was there. I didn't have anybody. I don't know if that had part to do with my mental, but man, it really has been a lesson, and it's really, I'm surprised at myself, because I will always consider myself tough and strong and all these things, and I did not realize that I wasn't. I did not realize that I was being controlled. I didn't realize it. So young ladies, please go with, don't settle. Don't settle. Alright guys, y'all have a wonderful week. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I ate way too much. But y'all take care, and I get a retightening on Monday. So I may or may not come back on